All right, CBS now changing its tune after photos of the Hawaii Five-0 crew stepping on headstones and disrupting a special veteran ceremony during Pearl Harbor Week, and it sparked outrage with you and everybody else. The network now issuing this apology. Quote, any rudeness by our staff can only be attributed to the haste to finish our work, not a lack of respect for men and women who have served and sacrificed for their country. Says their country. We sincerely apologize to any that were offended. So is that apology accepted? Let's ask Timothy Davis. He's president and founder of the Greatest Generation Foundation and organized the trip to Hawaii. Tim, is that apology enough?
No. No way. It was, as I said earlier on, my 10-year-old can produce a better apology than what CBS has provided us.
What was it like there? You're with these heroes, some in their late 80s, some in their early 90s. You're reliving this moment in infamy. And then to be treated like you were treated. Describe how you felt, how they felt.
Look, you know, my blood was boiling when we arrived there, seeing about a ton of equipment stationed on top of the graves there at the cemetery. We went about, conducted our private ceremony. It was our closing ceremony. We played the national anthem, then we concluded with the playing of taps. I understand not everybody has the respect for our anthem and our military veterans, but you know what we saw and the movement in the background was shocking for me to see, and you know, especially at a national shrine like the cemetery, it was disappointing for me, and it was definitely disappointing for the veterans to see as well.
And then they just wanted you out of the way. First, a group of you, I understand, was sitting 50 yards away. They pushed you 100 yards and 300 yards. None of that was good enough.
Yeah, you know what, I wasn't at that stage aware of what Stephen Tubbs was going through with his group of veterans. The National Parks appointed a golf cart to me to transfer veterans from the lower portion of the memorial up to the top portion. And as we stopped halfway up to allow the veterans to go visit some of their fallen brothers, you know, these guys just came out of nowhere and pretty much said, you know, you need to move, you need to get out of the shot. And, you know, I really at that stage didn't say anything to them other than, you know, pay some respects to these veterans. This is their first time back in 70 years. And how dare you approach these veterans and hush them along? It was a disgrace. It was an absolutely disgraceful event that took part.
I agree with you. How do you tell that group of people, oh, break this up now. We have to finish an episode of Hawaii Five-0. Here's an email from the show's executive producer to the blogger, Stefan, who posted about this incident. Says, quote, I spoke to approximately 30 folks. All say they paid respect during the anthem, then called lunch to give vets privacy and respect. Everyone knows how much we respect our military. We couldn't do our show without them, and since 80% of our crew is made up of locals with deep ties to the military, I can't imagine any of them doing things that you said. Wish you contacted us before trashing us so aggressively in the blog. The bottom line is, as we're finding out, the column was right and this guy was wrong.
Well, you goddamn right he was wrong, mate. He wasn't even there. So, you know, CBS, I have 24 war veterans, 23 of them Pearl Harbor survivors. Oldest 96, youngest 89. You know what? I'm happy to bring forward these veterans that were there to testify on our behalf, to show the mistreatment towards them. You know, as I said earlier on, it's a national disgrace, mate, for our war veterans. And, you know, as one veteran described to us, this is the grand finale of my life to come back here. And to see how a production, a corporation such as CBS and its sponsors disrespect our veterans, it's an absolute disaster for them.
And finally, they asked one last thing, but when getting on the bus, reportedly, can we see some of the cast members before we leave? They were on break. Word came back from the cast, no. So the veterans leave on the bus, get disrespected, and can't even meet some of the people from the series. Not that I was surprised they wanted to. But Tim Davis, thanks for great things you're doing and forming this organization. It's called the Greatest Generation Foundation, and if people want to support it, go to it now, correct?
That is correct. You know, we serve our World War II, Korea and Vietnam veterans, and we take them back to where they fought and served and allow them to find closure at no cost to the veteran. And we've been around for nearly 10 years now, so it's a great cause, and for any veteran out there that wants to be involved, don't hesitate to contact us.
Great. Tim Davis will have that information on FoxandFriends.com. Thanks for joining.